I can honestly say that I have never done a video about Michael Eric Dyson on my channel before, but after listening to this clip that I heard that you're going to hear maybe for the first time, I said, now it's time to break the ice. And Harvey, if you're out there listening, if you can you please do a response video to this? Because I know you have done several videos on Michael Eric Dyson before in the past. But I want y'all to go ahead and listen to this. This is basically him rambling, talking about people criticizing the black women that are possibly going to be chosen, you know, the ones that got picked for a possible Supreme Court justice replacement, and how many people have been criticizing that 5 out of the 7 women who were selected have PC husbands. Listen to the BS that's about to just literally vomit out of his mouth.
And I know some people got a problem with some of these women married to white men. Yeah, I'm gonna go there this morning. Oh my God. Well, look, I don't know their situation, but this is what I do know. Some of them, a lot of them are dark-skinned black women, and some Negroes got a problem seeing the beauty in dark-skinned black women. Don't you be mad because a white boy came along and saw what you threw away. I ain't saying that's everybody. I ain't saying that's everything. I'm not saying it's universal. But before you rag on them, understand the story. Some of these darker skinned black women don't get no love. Could be at a place like Harvard, Princeton, and Yale, and the brothers dating all white women. Now that's their choice if they want to do that, but look at the demonization of darkness. Look at the chocolate charm that's being overlooked. Look at it, and we got everything in the book. Vanilla vitality, caramel cuteness, chocolate charm, mocha magic. We got it all, bruh. And yet we overlook that, right? Because we think that the white man's water is wetter. And skin and flesh is sweeter and sexier. So don't be mad at black women who refusing to be by themselves if they wanted to be a partner, accepted the love and devotion of a white man who saw their value beyond their skin in a way that certain black men could, or saw the beauty and value in their skin, not transcending their darkness, inhabiting it in delicious fashion. But that's another story. So the thing is that
okay. I have to ask one question, and I'm certain it is the same question y'all have right now. What the fuck did I just spend the last minute and a half listening to? Right? Because I'm certain y'all are asking the same question. What the fuck did I just listen to in the last minute and a half? This guy literally sounded like a male divester who was, if he was on the side of black female divestors. That's basically what he sounded like in this whole pointless rant, because it was pointless. Like, what the hell possessed you to get on your camera and talk like this and make all these weird looking faces, being all overly dramatic, like you trying to win a damn Tony Award or some shit, and try to make it seem like it's black men's fault that these black women are with white men? Now, you know, I got to go back and I got to dissect. So, you know, we're going to be here for a little bit, but I have a huge plot twist at the end of this dissection, and I'm so glad that somebody actually posted this up in one of the comment sections of the threads, because if they didn't, I wouldn't have thought to look it up. But stay tuned for that. So we're gonna go back a little bit, and I wish the volume was higher for this, because it's not my volume. His volume is just low, because as you can see right here, it's all the way up, but his volume is just low. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna dissect this, and, you know, try not to lose our lunch.
And I know some people got a problem with some of these women married to white men. Yeah, I'm gonna go there this morning. Oh my God.
He thought he was doing something when he kicked off this little introduction. I know some people out there that's saying they mad that these women are married to white men. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. You didn't go anywhere. You are stuck in park. As a matter of fact, your car is broke down. You need to get a damn tow truck so you can get it taken to maintenance and get it fixed.
Well, look, I don't know their situation, but this is what I do know. Some of them, a lot of them are dark-skinned black women, and some Negroes got a problem seeing the beauty in dark-skinned black women.
So he took it as black people calling out the obvious, that most of these women are married to white men, and they happen to be dark-skinned women, and he's upset that, you know, that people are calling this out and just making an observation. And some of them aren't even calling it out. They're just making an observation that, oh, like 5 out of 7 just happen to be married to white men. So, you know, it is what it is. And one of them happens to be a light-skinned woman herself. So he has an issue with that. I wonder, Michael Eric Dyson, if this was reversed and these were dark-skinned black men and they were married to PC women, would you have that same energy? I even saw people pose the question, how many votes do you think Obama would have had if Michelle Obama had the same name but she was a PC woman? Do you think he would have won the White House? And if he did, would it have been by a large margin? Because a lot of people would have pointed that out. Keep in mind, we can take it to Kamala the Chameleon. We know that woman ain't black, but you know, just throw it in here for example, I'm still ain't gonna put her down as black and call her the chameleon. She has a whole PC husband. He has 2 kids of his own from a previous relationship. She has no kids with this man. I don't think she even has any kids of her own outside of that marriage. But y'all claim her as a black woman and she's married to a white man and nobody bats an eye. It's the double standard and the hypocrisy for me. No, this is not me on here promoting interracial dating or interracial marriage. It's me calling out the real. And y'all can't even deny that. When's the last time someone made a hit piece about Kamala the Chameleon and her PC husband? Exactly.
Don't you be mad because a white boy came along and saw what you threw away.
Don't be mad that a white boy came along and saw what you threw away. And you saw how he backed up like he was preaching the gospel truth. Listen, we are not upset. Trust and believe. He actually thinks we're supposed to be like just dropping to the floor and doing and fainting all over the place because a PC man came and snatched up a black woman. Okay, we're not upset about this. Why are we supposed to be mad? See, what this is gaslighting. He's trying to get a reaction out of black men. Michael Eric Dyson, I'm here to tell you, you don't have a huge, as far as I know, from the people I'm aware of, a black male audience. As far as I know.
I ain't saying that's everybody. I ain't saying that's everything. I'm not saying it's universal. But before you rag on them, understand the story. Some of these darker skinned black women don't get no love.
My thing is, how is he coming out talking about this and saying understand the story? But didn't he say like a few seconds ago that he doesn't really, or he's really unaware of why they ended up with these men? But he's speaking as if he knows, as if he was there, as if he was some kind of marriage counselor.
Could be at a place like Harvard, Princeton, and Yale, and the brothers dating all white women. Now that's their choice if they want to do that, but look at the demonization of darkness. Look at the chocolate charm that's being overlooked. Look at it, and we got everything.
And he's doing all this word babble. Look at all this darkness that's being overlooked. This chocolate, what did he say? Let me go back.
Look at the demonization of darkness.
The demonization of darkness. What? How in the hell? How did he just go into preacher mode?
Look at the chocolate charm that's being overlooked.
The chocolate charm that's being overlooked. Did he rehearse this? Because I refuse to believe that he came up with all this word salad on the spot. I refuse to believe that.
Look at it, and we got everything in the book. Vanilla vitality, caramel cuteness.
Vanilla vitality, caramel cuteness.
Chocolate charm,
chocolate charm.
Magic.
Mocha magic. What in the hell? Oh, wow. This guy has gone off the goddamn deep end with this. That is, man, y'all know how Professor Black Truth and Jason Black always talking about these old niggas. You're looking at one on the screen. He's a perfect example of that.
Bruh. And yet we overlook that, right? Because we
keep in mind of how he's describing all these dark-skinned women in a very high esteem and how he's saying that we overlook that. Keep that in mind for the plot twist that I have coming at the end. I think now y'all probably are seeing where I'm headed with this.
We think that the white man's water is wetter. And skin and flesh is sweeter and sexier. So don't be mad at black women who refusing to be by themselves if they wanted to be a partner, accepted the love and devotion of a white man who saw their value beyond their skin.
You know, this is the same thing that they tried to pull with Serena Williams, because, you know, she was dating a lot of black men at one point, and then she ended up with her PC husband. Then you had a lot of these swirlers and divestors coming out here saying, well, she wasn't being treated right by these black men, so you can't be mad at her for going with a white man. But then she had some complaints about that marriage, or, you know, about their relationship. Wasn't one of her complaints saying that her husband smelled or something like that? But then they try to say, oh, it's the side effect of her being pregnant. I'm gonna be honest, I've been around a lot of pregnant women, and I have never ever heard them say that a side effect is the person who they're laid up with, if they're laid up with someone, say that they smelled. They'll have, you know, morning sickness, swollen ankles, maybe their nose will swell up, you know, overactive bladder, you know, the typical things. But I rarely ever hear the thing about them smelling. But, you know, let's continue.
In a way that certain black men could, or saw the beauty and value in their skin.
So basically, what he's saying is that black men don't care about dark-skinned women enough that we can't get upset when white men, PC men, find the beauty in black women. I'm telling you, this is like listening to a female divester. That's the same talking point that they use. Like, literally, he sounded like a straight-up female divester from the beginning of this video until the end. And we still got 10 seconds left.
Not transcending their darkness, inhabiting it in delicious fashion. But that's another story.
So shut up. Okay, y'all ready for the plot twist? Y'all ready? All right, let's go. Plot twist, plot twist, plot twist. This is Michael Eric Dyson and his wife, Marsha Louise Dyson. He on there talking about all this chocolate charm and mocha madness and whatever that vitality, whatever that bullshit he was saying. Meanwhile, his wife does not even fit the criteria of who he's throwing the cape on for, who he's throwing black men under the bus about. Isn't that interesting? That is interesting. Michael Eric Dyson, you sat up there and said all this babble about us throwing black women under the bus, or those black women in particular, because of who they are married to. And those he only has smoke for black men. It's black women that has smoke for them too. You know what I've noticed? Whenever black men have a critique about black women, and black women have a critique about those same black women we have a critique about, it is only the black men that these fools have smoke for. I've seen that so many times. But then have the nerve to say that we are misogynistic, or we're living in, we practice the white man's patriarchy. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That man sat up there for a minute and a half and threw black men under the bus, and it wouldn't be the first time, and I unfortunately won't be the last, for throwing the cape on for some swirling ass coonettes as far as I'm concerned. And his wife is like literally probably a few shades away, or a shade or two away from looking like the top or the attire she has on. He got a lot of nerve. He has a lot of goddamn audacity to sit up here and wag his finger and get all sassy in front of the camera like he was doing something. Not only did he sound like a female divester, but he also sounded like goddamn Roland Martin. You know how Roland Martin does that finger wagging, and well, I would say move his neck, but he ain't got no neck, and he always hiding under that ugly ass, wrinkled ass ascot. I'm so sick of these old ass Negroes who are just like maybe a couple generations out of the plantation their damn selves, gonna come on here and lecture us about what we should be critiquing and not be critiquing. Fuck you. I don't give a damn how many degrees you have, how many books you have written, how many television shows you've been on, how many interviews you've had. Over here, you gonna get that smoke regardless. I'm so sick of these. And I did not even mean to go off. And to be honest, if no one had, like I said, if no one had told me about this picture or him and his wife, I probably wouldn't have gone off. But it's the fact that he sat up there and he was being a straight up hypocrite, talking about we got to praise our dark skinned sisters, even though, you know, some of them going to end up leaving, you know, and going to a white man. And, you know, it's our fault that they do it because we said this and we said that. Meanwhile, this is his wife. And this is nothing against his wife. So don't take it as me being critical of his wife. I don't know his wife. His wife is not the one who got on camera and said what he said. He did. I'm just pointing out the obvious. That you got a lot of these people throwing on a cape for some people that probably wouldn't even do it for him. And the unfortunate part is you have other people out here just like him peddling the same bullshit and think they talking about something. We are laughing at you, not with you, Michael Eric Dyson. You should see the people are tearing his ass apart in those comments. From the way he was talking, from the way he was moving, all the theatrics, for what? A minute and a half of a bunch of fuckery? Are you kidding me? If people wanted to know why we can't really get to where we need to be, it's because of old ass Negroes like him. I'm so glad I have had the pleasure of not having to go to any of his damn seminars. I wouldn't go to that shit if it was free 99. You couldn't pay me in dust to sit for 5 minutes to listen to this Sambo speak. I wouldn't even sit there long enough to watch him recite the goddamn alphabet. Fuck him and anybody else who feels the same goddamn way. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you have not done so already. Please make sure to hit that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video or go live. And I will talk to you in the next one.